Ooh, that's going to be an interesting video. Let's talk about different systems and different applications that we use to run our everyday business. It's really critical and important that if you're running a business, you have the proper selection of different tools and apps to your disposal. So what type of business do we run? We run web development business. WebAca is the name of the company, and we provide web development, graphic design, and social media management services. We're also going to be diving into EDDM, Every Door Direct Mail services, and we offer incredibly good website maintenance services. So that's my business in a nutshell. It's a really quick intro. There's a lot more depth to what we're doing, but in a nutshell, that's what we are. You can actually check out some of the websites that we've built in our portfolio. Anyhow, let's chat about different apps and tools that we use to run our business, because it's applicable not only to my business, it's applicable to any other business out there that is running in United States. A lot of companies will benefit from this information. So emails, that's basic. Let's start with emails. So there's two worlds out there. Actually, there's three options. You can have Google, you can have Outlook, you can have others, and actually four. You can have hosting based. All right, you need a professional email. I would not recommend emailing customers at your name funnycat@gmail.com. Okay, that's not professional. You should have your own domain, like if you're into pet grooming business, like petgroom.com or something. So you should have like josh@petgroom.com or Jason or whatever your name is. That speaks volumes, that speaks professionalism. So a proper email is a must. By the way, we offer the services to help set up those professional emails. If you need that assistance, reach out to us. But getting an email is important. You have four options here. You can go with Google. Google offers professional email services through the plan that's called Google Web Services. So that's the plan that they have. It's about $8 per month. Whenever you're going to be signing up to it, they're going to sign you up for an expensive plan. There's a trick on how to downgrade to a cheaper plan. So if you need assistance with that, we offer that help. Outlook is another option. Outlook 365, an okay option. I don't like Outlook. It's so freaking complicated to configure it and to make modifications and changes. They think that they made it more secure, but in reality it's just as secure, if not less secure, than Google. Other, Yahoo, all other things. I would not recommend going with other email providers. And hosting-based emails is the worst thing you can get, because it's free. That's not the worst thing. The worst thing is that if you end up switching from one hosting to another, and you will need to switch your website hosting from one place to another, you're going to lose your emails. Not only that, you're actually going to be not protected through spam filters that Google offers. You're also not going to be able to connect to Google Calendar. You're not going to be able to integrate apps. Just bad services. And you're going to be stuck with it forever, because migrating things, you will not be able to migrate information out of here usually to like Google or Outlook. I mean, it's kind of difficult to migrate things out of there and expensive. So just don't take hosting-based emails. It's going to save you a lot of pain and trouble and money. All right, so that's email. Google is the way that I would prefer to go. I know Google makes a ton of money, but they do have good email. The next thing is website. I'll be happy to build your website. Get a website, preferably with advanced custom fields. ACF, advanced custom fields, is the methodology that's used to build good WordPress websites. ACF, WordPress website. That's the best type of website, in my opinion, you can get. Other options are like builders, if you are using visual builders, like Elementor. They're okay, but over time they become really bad. They break over time. From what I've seen in my years of development, sometimes you have to rebuild the entire website from scratch, so it's not the best option, but it's not bad. Other options are like the built-in builders, like GoDaddy AI website builder. I highly don't like it. Let's just put it that way. So much limitations. Wix, Squarespace, a lot of those builders. Okay, I just don't like them. I'm not going to go into details, but believe me, we have rebuilt a lot of websites. WordPress is good. It has been around for many years, way longer than the builders, way longer than AI, and it's still going really strong. And it's free, so I would just go with WordPress. Hosting, don't go with like basic WordPress supported or managed, WordPress managed hosting plans. Those plans, first of all, they're more expensive than your standard average hosting plan, which you can host any type of website, WordPress or not WordPress, but also those plans limit your access to be able to modify internal scripts inside your WordPress. That means that if your website goes bad, there's going to be nobody that's going to be able to restore the files, and we as developers usually don't get access to those locations where the files can be restored. So managed WordPress hosting platforms are usually not the best idea. Generic cPanel or Plesk is great. If you're really serious about your business, I would get a virtual server and set up Plesk on it. Plesk, that's the best option. And VPS, virtual private server. So that's the best way. If you cannot get this, a basic hosting will do. So you've got your email, you've got your website. For the website, I would recommend Cloudflare to be able to manage your DNS settings. Really awesome. Protects your domain really well. And then I would also recommend Mailgun. That will help move emails from your website to your inbox and protect your website from being a spam blaster in your website. You can get spam bots that will hack your website and use it to send out blasts of spam, like 1,000 messages per minute. You don't want to do that. Your website will get blacklisted. It's going to be taken off the internet. You're never going to be able to find another client online. You can basically forget about your online presence. Not a good place to end up in. Mailgun will detect stuff like that, and it will block the spam from getting out from your website if something happens. But there's other things that Mailgun does. So we talked about email, we talked about the website. What other tools do we use? We use advanced custom fields. Oh, sorry, not advanced. We're using ActiveCampaign. Okay, so ActiveCampaign is our CMS, client management system. Expensive. Without it, we would have not been able to manage our business. When you're doing 1 or 2 clients a month, okay, but when you are actually scaling your business and you have like 10 projects per week, you're not going to be able to keep up with just pen and pencil or even Excel spreadsheet. You need to have some kind of system. ActiveCampaign is a great system. You can drag and drop things around. You can have Kanban charts. If you don't know what Kanban is, ActiveCampaign Kanban dashboard. Kanban. I'll just give you a quick view. Yeah, here it is. I'm not going to show you my Kanban because there's so much information from clients, sensitive information, how much they're paying us and how much they're not paying us. But here, basically, we got the gist here. It's a chart where you can lay out the process. Like you get a client acquisition, then you have a graphic designer, and then you have a developer, and then you have a project manager, and you move the projects. So this every single line here is a project. So you move projects from one place to another, let me see if I can open that larger. Yeah, here it is. So you move a project from one place to another. You can also have direct contact of each client here in the system, and just keeps you organized. We're actually going to be creating a simplified version of ActiveCampaign. ActiveCampaign has a lot of features which we don't use, and a lot of clients don't use. So we'll be building our system that will be similar to ActiveCampaign, but a lot more simplified. So stay tuned, let me know, subscribe if you're interested, because it's going to be way cheaper than ActiveCampaign. It's going to be subscription based, but it's going to be way cheaper. I want to build a system that's bare bones, that is exactly what small businesses need. We don't need all of the bells and whistles and over-engineering that happens with larger systems. Alright, ActiveCampaign, a CMS system, is important if you want to manage your business. Other things that we use, actually we don't use, but a lot of our clients are using MailChimp. That's for your newsletters. I need to get on top of our newsletters and start sending them out, but we don't do that yet. But you might want to. MailChimp is great to send out newsletters. Do not send out newsletters through Mailgun. Generally not a good idea. Mailgun is great as a protection mechanism, but never ever send out messages from your website. I know there's a lot of plugins out there that you can plug into your WordPress and use it to send out messages. But you know what? Your domain can get blacklisted. You don't want to send out messages from your domain on a mass scale. Use MailChimp. MailChimp will protect you from getting blacklisted. There's a lot of nuances when it comes to this web world. Security and password handling. Once you are going to have a business, you're going to have a lot of passwords. Like, just think about emails, think about CMS systems, think about access of your employees to email accounts, think about hosting accounts, newsletter, MailChimp. I mean, there is a lot of passwords. What we use is LastPass, or LastPass, yeah, LastPass, yep. So that's what we use for our password handling. Really good system, highly recommend it. I know it's a little bit pricey compared to the free version, but I think we pay about $5 a month, and it's really, really worth it. Because it encrypts your passwords, you don't have to worry about them, it autofills the password when you're trying to move things around. So LastPass is important. Okay, so now we're coming to one of the more expensive items, QuickBooks. It allows you to collect payments from customers. More importantly, it allows you to charge customers recurring payments, which is critical for web development business because our monthly maintenance packages are charged on a monthly basis automatically. But there's a lot of different other services that businesses that require financial transactions. and management of financial transactions. So we use QuickBooks. Another option is Stripe. So one or the other. QuickBooks is best for accounting because you can use accountant can log into your QuickBooks and work within QuickBooks. Stripe is great when you're making online payments. Connection of Stripe and QuickBooks equals nightmare. Literally speaking, you'll have nightmares at night because your accounting will be all screwed up. So I've done this mistake once. I've connected QuickBooks with Stripe, and boy oh boy, it was bad. If you add PayPal into the mix, you get a perfect storm. So yeah, my recommendation is to stick with like QuickBooks. I know they're monthly. If you're going to charge clients on a monthly basis, automatically, you've got to go through a little bit of hassle. Each client will have to have their own, will have to sign a credit card authorization form, which allows you legal right to charge their credit card automatically based on the period that you specify. Just a hurdle that you've got to overcome. And with Stripe, you don't have to have that documentation. So that's the beauty of Stripe compared to QuickBooks. But accountants don't go into Stripe to look through your transactions. Accountants like to go to QuickBooks. I stopped using Stripe just because it has been complicated. There's a ways around it. If you're interested, let me know. I can elaborate about this problem that I had and how we fixed it. Alright, last but not least, in order to run your business efficiently, you've got to have some kind of system that you can interact with your staff members online so that your business runs smoothly. We used to use Skype, then the Skype became Teams, and it has become horrible. So we're using Slack right now. I'm not too happy with Slack, but it's not bad. It can be used successfully. So for now, that's the best system that we have found is Slack to keep in touch and to keep tabs of what's happening and what projects are at what stage, and just to have general conversations. I would absolutely not use Slack to run projects. Like create specific channel for each project or create a task in Slack. It just makes things so complicated and difficult. So stick to a CMS system to run your projects, like ActiveCampaign or something. Alright, so that's about 20 years of wisdom in 20-minute video. I think that is it. I'm going to put a pause on this video because I'm going to see if I can remember something. We use Snipping tool a lot in Google. Sorry, not in Google, in Microsoft Windows. It comes default because it allows you to make a snip on something and put an error and show the user or somebody, hey, this needs to be corrected or something. So it's a visual tool that's really handy. You can find it. It's built into every single Windows installation. Just start typing Snipping tool. It's right here. So super useful. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's going to be tools that you'll be using as a professional worker, whatever your business you're running. For example, we use Python, sorry, not Python, PHP Storm to script websites. And that's what we use as professionals to build websites. We're also using the Adobe collection master collection because we do video, we do animations, we do graphic design of different sorts. So we have the latest, the up-to-date subscriptions. Freaking expensive, but we have to have it. And last but not least, I'm using ScreenPal for our video. ScreenPal is a really nice small program that allows you to create videos for free and share it with your employees or workers, or make a small YouTube video like what I'm doing right now. Works really great. Alright, now that's it. Hopefully that was helpful. A lot of content in a very short period of time, and hopefully it will help you run your business more efficiently. Now that you see the programs that we're using, we have used a lot more programs before. I can't even tell you how many other programs we tried, countless, but it has been distilled and really condensed into this, what you see here right now. The next step to optimize business process is to write our own program. Believe it or not, it's going to be actually, it makes sense to write our own program. So we're going to be creating our own client management system specifically for our business. But it's going to be also expanded into a more version that's going to be easy for a lot of other people and a lot of other businesses. Yeah, let me know if you're interested in getting like the preview version of it. It's probably going to be like free for the first 50 people or something. Just the ones that want to try it out and test it out. Let me know if that's something that you'll be interested in. Because once we build it, and we're going to be building it middle of this month, like closer to the 26th, we're going to start working on it. Let me know if you're interested. I'm going to put together a list of people that are going to be our beta testers. And you might even get a program with like either a huge discount or for free. So put in a comment, write in a comment that you're interested. That is something that might be of interest to you. Alright, so we're going to end this video here. Let me know if that was of interest. Also, let me know what other videos you'd like to see on this channel. This channel is all about running business. The topic is such a big topic. There's so many different things that we can chat about when it comes to business. What are the topics in business world that you'd like to chat about? Also, let me know if there's any other things outside of business that you're interested in that we can have a discussion on.